Hey there, I'm Philip. I haven't been around my channel in a while. How's it been? Good? Cool. But I want to start a new show called I've Never Told Anyone This Before. Basically, I want friends of mine or other YouTubers or even maybe strangers off the street to just tell me stories that they've never told anyone. And you know, it'll just be between me and them and the internet. All of it. But yeah, a small circle of people. I'll interview them or they'll just tell their story or whatever. The point being that they just bear it all on camera, live nude girls. Not that last part. But basically just bearing their soul, not their body, you pervert. Just tell stories that they haven't shared before because we all have so many of those and it would be so good if we just put it out there. It's good for your health to just let it all out sometimes. I have a bucket of things that we could talk about. I want to kick this off because I can't ask people to come on this show and expose themselves because that's illegal, one, unless I do it myself, right? So here goes. No, I'm kidding. Warning, adult content lies ahead. If you're a kid, you probably want to watch it more now. If you're gonna watch it, just shh. Here goes. The inaugural, I've never told anyone this before, but the first time I masturbated was an accident. I know that doesn't exactly make sense, but I was 11 years old and nobody would explain to me just the simple details of what masturbation was. I was vaguely aware, however, that there were like nicknames for it. Like I knew you could be jacking off, but I'd also heard you could be jerking off. I remember going to church and asking the Reverend Son about this. The son of a preacher man. And he was like, oh yeah, there's a big difference. One's the gay one. And I was like, oh my God, which one? And he was like, nope, you just gotta figure it out. So I don't know why he wouldn't tell me. But anyway, that kid was not cool. The only thing I did know about masturbating at the time was that if I did it, I would go to hell. Like automatically send me straight to hell. So I wanted to avoid it, but how can you avoid something you don't know how to do, right? So I asked one of the bad kids, you know those like kids that like know way too much for their age? They've just like seen some shit. I asked one of them to just lay it out for me. And of course he does. He just puts it beautifully. Dude, it's simple. You open your penis, close your penis, repeat. And I was like, oh. But in my head I was like, what? Open your penis? What does that mean? It sounded like a spiritual thing. Open your penis. So later on I find myself in the shower and I'm examining this thing and I just rip open my penis. I'm kidding, I don't even know what ripping open my penis would entail, and I don't want to think about it. But I am in this shower, examining it, and I start thinking about the steps he had said, and it was, well, you open your penis and close your penis. So I was like, well, if one were to descend this motion upon one's penis, I guess theoretically one might, and lo and behold, a few seconds later, I'm into it. And I didn't intend to be in this situation, remember? I was trying to not do it, seriously. But now, I love it. And I'm feeling this pleasure build inside of me, and it's like nothing I've ever felt before. And it's building, and I start to freak out, and I think, oh my God, I'm gonna explode! And instead of realizing, yeah, that's the point, I think to myself, I'm gonna die! But I still don't stop doing it, even though I think it's gonna kill me. So I guess quick thinking, I decide, well, if I reduce the amount of pleasure I have with pain, then I'll be okay. I start scratching the hell out of my leg while I'm jerking off or jacking off or whatever, and I just like am torturing myself this way. I didn't let myself achieve orgasm because I thought it would kill me for like 6 months. I did this every time I showered because no one would explain to me just the simple details of what masturbation was. So my point is, if you have kids or you want kids or you are one of the kids that shouldn't be watching this video, you just need to know and let them know it's okay to jerk off. Just not jack off, because that's different. The son of a preacher man. I'm kidding. You can do whatever you want.
Subscribe.
Okay. While I was telling that story, a guy showed up in my window. He's here to fix my internet. And he just was staring the whole time. And I didn't realize until I looked over and he was just watching me. So I think that's a good example of what this is supposed to be like, where I just put myself out there and see what happens. I hope to have more people on here soon, just, you know, doing what I just did and telling an extremely embarrassing story. And send me you telling stories that you've never told before. You can email them to me, you can tweet at me. All the information for contacting me is in the description. And subscribe if you want to see more of me telling weird stuff for the first time ever. So I'll catch you later. Have a good one. Please don't be too weird in the comments about this.